Welcome to the Premier Sim Racers Club. Here, drivers have gotten done with their qualifying at Nashville Super Speedway. I will pull up the qualifying grid here. So first is, sorry, excuse me, a minute. Jesse Bunnell, second. Todd Cray, third. Patrick Dishonor, fourth. Adam Matz, fifth. Brandon Medford, sixth. Chuck Sweeting, seventh. Jeffy Nash, eighth. Levi Poland, ninth. Jerry Cochran, 10th. Gary Johnston, 11th. Ray Polking, 12th. Troy Haydett, 13th. Dwayne Hunt, 14th. William Kemp, 15th. Mark Jenkins, 16th. Jason Mollett, 17th. Troy Radford, 18th. Doug Wysocki, 19th. What is that? Oh, I never saw it happen before. Just says 4. That is weird. So 19th Gary May, 20th Tyler Seville, 21st Matt Hopp, and 22nd Logan Stover. I have never saw it. 4 must just be, or no. I actually have no idea what this driver's name is. They do not put their name on their iRace, and it is actually the number 4. That is odd. Okay. Stover has managed to crash before the green flag happens. Back and look at that. And we get a chance to see that under caution. But 132 laps here as Pace Truck has pulled off. Stover has the flag in his hand here. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here. Looking at some drivers that are throughout the field. I kind of want to let me look at these stats right now currently. Hold on. Standings here for the league. Leading everybody right now is Matz. He's sitting up there on top with 3 wins. It's Matz, Sweeting, Kemp, Cray, and Johnston. Top 5. So we got Johnson looking to the inside of Poland. We'll get that spot easily. I think really Poland fought him very hard for that position at all. I think he was really letting him go more than anything else. We got Kemp trying to get 2 for 1 as Cochran's going to almost hang on his outside. Yeah, Stover's actually, he was in the pits, so I want to go and see what happened. I still want to know who this 4 is. I actually legitimately do not know who this driver is. Cochran's kind of stuck in the outside line right now. That's not what he wants to deal with. Okay, we're going to go back and look at Stover's crash here. What happened with him? was brake bias. That looked like to him. It had it too aggressive to the rear, and it just literally stopped the car basically, or tried to stop the car basically in its tracks. And when it did that, it just shot it sideways. I can't say I not saw it happen. I saw it happen recently. I was running a race at Sebring, and somebody did that before we even went green. I mean, they absolutely destroyed the person below them too. So, as we got somebody around, that looks like that's the 93 of Dishonor, and he comes back down the track, and Hunt just destroys him. There's somebody sitting in the very, very inside. That's Dishonor, and I think Stover knows who else is in the wall. The 81 of Medford is sitting there also. Medford. I don't know. I don't think it's a 93. I think it may just be the 81. Just thinks the 83 is going to go up, and he doesn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that on the 93. I think that's the 81's fault. I think he really thought that he was gonna go up the track more, and I don't think the 93. Did he not lock it down after this? Because he gets destroyed from behind after this wreck. Because he comes back down the track. And so he goes in the wall. He's actually probably fine. Still trying to drive it. And oh gosh, Hunt just in the wrong place, wrong time. And yeah, you can see he's not completely stopped. Hunt just comes in here and he just destroys that car. Boom. 46 runs into the back of the 19, because the 19 basically becomes a complete stop. And yeah, the 19's already called it a day from that incident. But yeah, Dishonor, evidently he's going to be down pit road because he was the guy that was involved in that cop. Saki's down. Hated poking he was involved. Yeah, he ran back into the back of the 19. And that car, that's what causes him to be forced to show his hand to come down pit road. But now these guys are under their first caution here, we will go to our first commercial break.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Capital Subaru, we value your time. Whether you're here for service or working with our amazing sales team, everything is right here for your convenience. We offer a great selection of Subarus, an industry-leading service center that keeps you moving, and so much more. Like our living green wall, just one of the many features throughout our dealership. Looking for the perfect pet gift? Check out Happy Paws Pet Shop right here in our lobby. Or plan your next adventure in our fireside seating and find your happy place. It's always your time at Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
as we are back here. 12 laps done, 132 in total in the race that will be ran here as Pace Truck pulls in. As starter has the flag in his hand here. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Looked on board there with a couple of drivers. This is a very, very quiet track. Bunnell leading Craze. Craze just kind of lurking in the shadows around him. I also want to see, what does that sticker say here? We're going to look at this really quick. I'm actually curious. Okay, it's not what I thought it is. It's a sticker for something else. Just keep poking with that damage on that car is probably heavily down on power, if I had to guess. Let me see here. Probably is down on power. I can't tell exactly if he is or not. The car's not acting like it, so I don't completely know. Can't see Bunnell. He's going to try to stretch it out just a little bit away from these guys. He's actually getting kind of caught here by 15 as Cray was looking. He thought about it, and then Johnston's raced his way up here. Biggest mover is caught. He is up 9 positions. Currently sitting in 12th, started 21st. Bunnell, he's still where he started. So is Adam Matz. Matz, he's already got 3 wins on the season, so he's shown himself to be the best, or one of the best drivers in this league here so far. As Cray's going to get up under Bunnell, he's not able to get that position done. So see if Cray can get back up under him and move him up off the bottom again. It'll take for Bunnell to really bobble at some point, in my opinion, I believe. Top, he's actually going to get passed by Hayden here. Lose one of those positions that he gained. Hayden's back where he started. He's blinking in and out, so that's not what you want to see when you're racing. Blinking. You can see everybody else, but they can't see you. You will disappear for basically a second and then come back. It'll be interesting. So. I don't know if y'all saw the Cup Series race, but apparently Kyle Busch was mad at Christopher Bell whenever he talked to him for like 20 seconds, or like 10 seconds overall, and then left. Bell spun 2 drivers today. One of them was Larson, so that was great. AKA it wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't too happy about that. Larson getting spun. Messed up the rest of his race. Good thing, I guess. Good thing Byron won. Say I guess, because I was a Gordon fan growing up, and that's still Gordon's car. Can't see anybody else driving it at all. It's just weird to see another driver in that car. Everybody else has been pretty calm around each other. I want to know who this 4 car is. I'm going to look here. I'm going to go kind of... No, I'm not going to go super quiet. But I'm going to look and find out if they have a roster here. Who's the 4 car? Yeah, the 4 car is a new driver. Okay, so I'm not going nuts yet. 4 car doesn't have a name. It literally is just the number 4. No one else is on there. Right now, we're actually basically the exact same across the board, and they're matching each other. They're that close on times. It's kind of impressive to see, to be honest with you. Johnston holding on to that 3rd position. Praise from a dime in the corner off. Get a better run, and he kind of does there a little bit. UCX actually going to get a decent run down the front stretch. Bonello's just going to go to the bottom. He's not going to block him by any means. He's just going to stay there where he needs to. So pit stops, if I'd guess, they pit on. So there's a caution at lap. What was it? Caution. Caution at lap 8. I believe they'll go to. Where's fuel load? Again, I need to check. There's some fuel. 90-ish, maybe on fuel, and they'll come down pit road. Pretty sure, and then after that they will not stop for the rest of the race, I believe. Oh no, they do have a stage break. I forgot about that. They have the stage break. I don't know when that is because they decide that in the drivers' meeting. That's a complete toss-up for it. Vanello's just going to stalk, or Vanello's being stalked by Cray here. Cray is just falling right in his tire tracks, basically, at this point. Not letting them go. Do kind of like to see that, however. Drivers not being just given a position, making them work for it. Yeah, these two are basically literally matching each other. I mean, they're like maybe 100 different every other lap. Back here we got Kemp trying to get around Poland. I think he'll get that position easily. Yeah, Poland can't really contend against that. Down there a little hot and went up the track a little bit. That opened the door for Kemp to get right by him. Yeah, he's stabilized where he is. Kemp is actually now he's tied for most positions gained. He's done a good job today. Mullis, he sitting in pit road. I'm not sure why he's in pit road. Was he involved in that wreck? I don't think so. Not sure why Mullis is down there. I didn't see him get involved in that incident at the start of the race, 8 laps into it. I'm more impressed still by Craig. Literally just not. He's got a little bit loose now. I think his car might be getting a tad loose. He can't ride behind somebody like that forever. I think it's just now starting to show. Lap times. Kemp's running some of the fastest lap times, and they're all very, very close. They've dropped off a whole second though, so that shows you how important tires are. They've had this has been a 30 or almost 30ish lap run. He's Stover, who wrecked before the green flag even started. Before the green flag even flew to start the race, is still heavily damaged on that right side. He's got to stay way out of the way and let these guys go by him. That car already can't turn on the right front. It's so damaged. Kind of gets in the way of Johnston. Not really there. He just chose a line. Dude, somebody is in the wall. Is that over? Yes, it is. Hits the wall again. Oh gosh, he's gonna get no. Okay, good. Hopefully, I thought he was gonna get ran over for a minute. But as he catch lap traffic, that might, sorry, excuse me, change the race here just a little bit. Not too much for him, however. They're going to be running up on Mullis. I still don't know why Mullis is down pit road, because he didn't have any damage. I don't know why. There was no damage done to that car. I said there was no damage on that car. Evidently, he's got no bumper cover. Sorry. Or if he's got no damage onto that car. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense how he ripped the bumper cover off. He's either gotten hit by somebody or not, or yeah. Radford's down. Stover's down. He's gotten pretty extensive damage. I wish I knew when they were going to hit, because I don't know when they will. Which sucks, yes. But at the same time, it also makes it a little bit more interesting for me. Going to be running up on Dishonor. You saw Dishonor. He was involved in the first wreck. However, he really wasn't the cause of it. The other car merged or tried to come up in front of him. That was the 81 who made that move. Kind of didn't realize that he was there and just cleared it right up in front of him. Maybe did they put they might put the driver's meeting up here. Hold on. Let's see. Do they put the driver's meeting up here so I can figure out when their pit is? Can't. Crap. They don't put it in this one. Yeah, so that's one thing that I need to figure out that can give me info is tell me when the stage break is going to happen. Because I don't completely know. I think we got some action going up around here though. Around Johnston and Matt's. Johnston was a little bit up off the bottom. Tires at this point now will be getting a little bit worn. Now they're not going to be cooked, but they're definitely going to be hot, and you're not going to be able to stay on the bottom. Mats, he actually, I thought he was getting around Johnson there, but he a little bit short, he's shaking the car around. He's getting loose. He is, let's see what happens on exit. Oh yeah, there it goes. That car is not happy on exit. See him having to counter steer to get that car up under him, so he is loose on exit. Trying to have that car and not shoot around on him. It's one of the most frustrating things too, is trying to drive a loose car. You just flat out just don't have any grip. It kind of drives you nuts. Kemp is still going to be side by side with him, so he probably might know that Max is loose, hopefully. That he'll make a mistake here as Cochran can mess with this a little bit. Max is still going to... Now this is going to tighten up Max's car too, so it might actually help him getting past and trying to defend. Because with him trying to defend, it'll burn that right front, but it will also tighten up the car overall, but he can't put a lot of wheel into it is the issue. What was I going to say? Kempf is still trying to get by him. I think he's got it. No, he doesn't have you. If I was Kempf, honestly, I would almost just sail it on in there for one corner and just slide job him, pull up right in front of him. Because with him fighting like that, I just don't see it working very well. He's still fighting with them. He's actually going to lose this spot, and maybe this other one. He's going to lose one to Cochran. They're just being a pain with him. So Kemp might want to... I don't know if you get up for Kemp or not. Has this fixed Max's loose condition, though? One of the questions I have. No, it has not. I can see him putting tire tracks down, coming across or coming off the corner. And get Cochran to his outside. Maybe Mats has realized I'm super, super loose. I'm running a little bit higher. Yep, this. Excuse me, gonna try to hold on to that position, but he's try to get that position. He's able to. Mats is just loose everywhere. I can just see that car being completely sideways. I exit having to counter steer back to the right, and if you're steering right on a car that's only left turns, yeah, you probably can tell where I'm getting at. That's not good. But we will go on a commercial break here as these guys are 50 or coming to 58 laps done in the race.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Capital Subaru, we value your time. Whether you're here for service or working with our amazing sales team, everything is right here for your convenience. We offer a great selection of Subarus, an industry-leading service center that keeps you moving, and so much more. Like our living green wall, just one of the many features throughout our dealership. Looking for the perfect pet gift? Check out Happy Paws Pet Shop right here in our lobby. Or plan your next adventure in our fireside seating and find your happy place. It's always your time at Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
You see, we are back here. Still, no stage break has happened yet, so we're going to have to wait for that to happen. I don't know when exactly it will be. We'll find out at some point. As you see, Bunnell has almost a whole second lead over Cray at the moment. So he's done a good job stretching out the lead that he has. Mullis is down pit road. I want to see, where did Mullis get this damage? Did Mullis's damage... We're going to rewind here. Did Mullis get his damage early on? See what we're looking at really quickly. I want to see where he got his damage from. Okay, so he didn't get it here. I'm just a little bit confused on where he got his damage at, because I didn't see it anywhere on the track. Okay, he's still not on the track here. He's disappeared at this moment. Where did Mullis get his damage at? Okay, he's got it here. So we're going to rewind a lot. I'm sorry I'm trying to figure out where he got his damage from. Where does he get the bumper cover taken off of his car? It doesn't happen normally. It just, and okay, we're gonna have to wait for that because there's a caution that came out. That's the stage break here. I'm going to figure out where in the world he got his bumper cover ripped off. That's just not normal to see at all. Let me replace this transition. Just realized my transition's don't have a transition layout right now. Let me fix that very, very quickly. Transition, where is it at? Okay, so this will bring everybody to pit road. No one's going to stay out here because you've ran 68 laps. All right, you've won, you need fuel. You need tires. You need a lot of other things because it's just not going to drive the same. You've experienced basically a whole second, or actually, yeah, I know a whole second fall off here, but everybody's down pit road 68 laps into the race. I'm going to say they could win, or they can go the rest of the race on this set of tires and fuel. Looking at Benell. It's going to be close right. Actually, he's going to easily win that race off pit road. That was almost the exact same for Benell and Cray. But Benell wins that race off pit road. Cray second, Crocker in third, Sweeten fourth, and Johnston fifth. Turn on my passing. So, yeah, I can now see when Mullis entered pit lane was lap 32. Okay, so we're going to go back and check here. So this is lap 32. Where does he get his bumper cover removed? I still don't see. I mean, he still doesn't have it. And we're rewinding a lot here because I'm trying to figure out where he lost it. Let's see. I don't know when he loses it. I really don't. Like, does he have it here? This is lap, what, 20-ish? He doesn't even have it here. When does he lose this? He loses at lap 10. Okay, I have no idea where he has gotten that rear end damage from. I believe lights should go off on the pace truck here, though. And they do, so they will go green next time by. So their lap times, the fastest they ran was a 30.6. They're running 3.6, 3.7, or 30.7, 30.6. And you can see that, or you really can't see, I can, that the fall off is huge, pretty big. Pace truck will pull in here. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here again from Nashville Super Speedway. Oh, Lord. I don't know who that was. That was Mark Jenkins. Sends him down to the inside, and the 4 has just pounded the wall. All I can say is the 4 because that's all that I know for the driver. I'm going to go look back at that. I mean, the 33 way overcorrected, and the 4 had nowhere to go, and watch this hit. Slams the wall, sends the car off the ground. The 33 backs it in also. That is a hard, hard hit. There's no caution for that, surprisingly, as it was kind of, I guess, mainly towards the back of the pack. But that was a hard hit for those guys. Just destroyed that car pretty much immediately. See, Cochran actually managed to get around Cray at the moment, so that must have been when I was looking back at the replay. Oh, licky. Cray has gotten back around Cochran pretty easily. Jenkins is in pit road. Yeah, evidently these two guys are in pit road. No doubt about that. I wanted to know who... Actually, I went to look and... Not what I meant to look in now. I meant to type in 4 and see 4. Who is... Oh, it might... Actually, I know this might be... That may be Michael Lawrence. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's probably Michael Lawrence. The reason I say that is because he's a new driver that's joined recently. That's the only person I can think of it being the 4 car. I'm clicking on something else there. See the 28's making his way up here though. Hate it. It's just wrapping that bottom line. Staying down there. Not really moving off of it, which is probably a good option for him. To stay chasing that burst. Stay stuck to the bottom line. You don't really want to run the middle. But if your car's getting loose, you can run the middle to tighten it up. See drivers all the time. They'll move around to try to get the car to do what they want it to, because even though you say, hey, can you please do this car, it's not going to always do it, and it's probably one of the most annoying things to deal with. As a driver, you have to find where you can make that car work. See Cray and Bunnell going at it. Cray's gotten up under Bunnell. Bunnell really hasn't had to fight for the lead the whole entire race. But Cray's going to give him a little bit of a run for his money now. Cray's going to send it on in there. Yeah, that's what I would have done also. Just get the pass done and hold him off for 2 laps, or hold him off for a lap. Don't let Bunnell get to the side. As he's going to do that, as Bunnell's going to poke his nose in. Get side by side with him as he slides. Both seemingly getting there a little bit deeper than each other. Let's see, hey, who can break the latest? Actually have a lot of drivers out so far. I didn't really realize that. We've only got 13 on the track right now, and we started with 23. The Nash looking inside of Hate It. lap times, they've already fallen off. 4/10. They actually ran faster laps when they got the green flag. Didn't realize that. They started out 30:46. Pulled up there actually. 30:45, which is 30:46 on my end. They were down to, what was our last time? Here it is. 30:80s, 31s. So you can already see that fall off is a pretty big fall off for these guys. So they'll probably keep that in mind. You can bring a bottle of water up here, and I didn't do that. Crap, I forgot about that. Anyway, we're going to go on board here for 5 laps with a random driver each lap. Just kind of like to do that here. So I'll start getting that set up, and I'll click on a random driver when Craig comes across the start-finish line here. One of them was a Virginia driver from Virginia. Where was that? Woolwine, Wine, VA. Where is that at? I'm actually curious. Patrick County. That is actually not that far from me. It's outside of Martinsville past Hills. That's actually not that far. I'm looking at this. My parents were from Carroll County. That's close, semi-close to Fancy Gap, kind of. My father grew up. Stewart is where it's near. So that's actually not that far from me. Thought that would be a Northern Virginia driver. If you don't know, I don't like Nova at all. Cannot stand Nova, which is Northern Virginia is what we call those people. We don't associate with Nova people. Stage is lap 66. Yeah, I'm looking at comments now on one of the videos. So the Bristol race I actually missed calling it because I was coming home from the race. I only live 45 minutes from the track, but we stopped for food and had to stop somewhere else. We had to walk back there too, walk back to our car, which wasn't even that far of a walk, to be completely honest with you. That being said, I ran track, so I really think it's too far of a distance to begin with. I was a sprinter, however, so I don't think I'd like to run. So that's why that didn't come out until Thursday. That was actually a recording. Excuse me. That was a recording of the race that I uploaded, or that somebody sent me. I loaded it into the session, recorded over it, and then uploaded that, and somebody put the comment of when is the stage break, or I don't know when the stage break is, and somebody said stage break is lap 66. Kind of wish I knew that before recording the race. These guys, this is Cochran, Johnston, and Sweeting all on top of each other, basically, at the moment. This is for, I think, third, second, fourth. Yeah, third, second, and fourth. Third, fourth, and fifth. Good Lord, can't do anything correct. Again, I don't think pit stops will happen again. And this league is sponsored by, they have so many sponsors, I always have to read them off. Nitro Racing, Buttkicker, Sim Speed Shop, Custom Paints and Diecast, Realty Executives, Mint Mortgage, Real Assist, Northland, Leisure Products, and Sim Racer Hub. Sim Racer Hub does all these scoring. I know some other leagues that use it. They really prefer to use that. It does it all on its own, I believe. After the race ends, you just probably plug in URL for the session, if I had to guess, possibly. Don't completely know. What? What is there? I'll figure out. No. The fuel 68, that's asking 70 laps. It may be close. If they're going to be short, they're going to pit probably right now. I don't think they are. Okay, I'm going to figure this out. I already seen fuel window, Nashville Super Speedway, Xfinity cars. Not $100, 100%. I can't even put 100% in. 100% fuel. Roughly 90 miles, 60 laps. 60 laps, I don't know. 60 laps could be better 1.5. So maybe that's correct? Maybe. I actually don't know. These guys have definitely not gotten super aggressive with each other as the race goes on. We just see Matt Kopp. He still is the biggest mover. He's at 9 positions in 12th. That's where he was earlier. I guess the loser was Medford. Medford, yeah, he got involved in the very, very first incident of the race, and that's what basically KO'd the front of that dang car. It just ripped it off pretty much. He's actually had his lead eaten into a little bit by Bunnell. Bunnell just barely fast. He was 600ths faster the last lap. This lap he was actually a little bit slower. Now that these guys are within 30 to go, we will take probably what is our last commercial break here, and we will bring you back racing if anything happens. So I will cut back to the race.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
Capital Subaru, we value your time. Whether you're here for service or working with our amazing sales team, everything is right here for your convenience. We offer a great selection of Subarus, an industry-leading service center that keeps you moving, and so much more. Like our living green wall, just one of the many features throughout our dealership. Looking for the perfect pet gift? Check out Happy Paws Pet Shop right here in our lobby. Or plan your next adventure in our fireside seating and find your happy place. It's always your time at Capital Subaru, your way on the Parkway.
or I don't have audio in my headset from that stuff, so I can't really see it happen or hear it end. So I might have been on that screen for a little bit and just didn't even realize it. But Cray has a little bit. He's kind of actually kept lead basically the exact same the whole entire time, so he's done a good job with that. Benell is still trying to chase him down. What the? Dishonor, he's down pit road. He's down, still down pit road. Not why, but he was still down pit road. He's been down pit road. Mullis, I still don't know what happened to Mullis. Because all he had a bumper cover, and then the next second he didn't. And I didn't see him wreck. I didn't see him hit anything. Well, but I did see him hit the inside wall once, or outside wall once. But I never saw, like, anything come off the car. If you know, it's just weird. I don't know what he did that to him. It's just odd to see, as Austin is streaming a pretty long race right now. Just checking on him currently. Got 30 viewers. It was. People love money racing. I don't know why. Probably because it's really gambling, if I'm being honest with you. Just untaxed gambling. So unless we have a caution here, this should be basically a easy race for Trey to win. The one thing we'll see will happen roughly in this area, possibly, of drivers that are pretty on top, or not really not on top of each other, but they're closer together. Just have to see how good they can do riding around. Praise lap times. So this is the best time that they've ran, like you see on the left side next to their name, and this is what they ran last time. So you see the fall off that they're having is running 31s or 31 highs compared to 30 low to mid times before. Just that much of a difference. We've all gotten pretty spaced out. There's honestly not that much to talk about besides the wreck at the start. Cochrana's trying to chase down Vanel. He might be able to get him. If he does, it'll be relatively close. If he does catch him, he's within the draft of Benell. We gotta keep that in mind. However, on this track, the draft is not going to be that much of a factor. See, it's like around Yanesh. Like Poland's trying to get his spot back. Kempf was, yeah, he's fine up front. He has fallen way off. He's been really good early on. Poland, Yanesh, this might draw on Kemp. Kemp could maybe pass them both. As he could maybe watch them just fight side by side and then just slide it through when he sees an opening. Poland tries to clear himself. Yanesh gives him room, and Kemp's going to come in on the inside. Because of that move that was made, he kind of somewhat panicked a little bit. If Nash can hold on to this spot, because Kempf wants it. Mats is trying to take this position. Mats has fell off pretty hard too. He was up to, I believe, he was up to third at 1.0. Yeah, at least third. Now he's fighting for a 9th place position. So he's not had a good run. Almost thought there was someone on the inside there, but that was actually just the paint of the track that threw me off. Get in a room here also. I tend to stay, I actually don't even get into a session in a Discord room until the race is over. That's so I can interview drivers. Cochran is catching Bunnell very slow. He actually, wow, he's almost 2/10 faster that lap. He might get him. We're going to be watching this right here because I think Cochran, if he doesn't blow the next 4 laps, he might have a shot at passing him. Let's see what their times are. He's gaining. He might have a chance. He's 2/10 behind, and he's... Now it's going to get less and less and less as he gets closer. I actually want to see if he can pass him. Either way, it's a good day for Cochran and Bunnell. These two both need the points. The points again here. Standings. Yeah, Cochran's 8. Bunnell is 12. So any points he can get, that will help him a lot for sure. What he'll care about. Pray, as long as he doesn't go in there and blow a turn, he should be completely fine. He just needs to take it nice and smooth and realize that. As white flag is in the air one more time around here. Cray's done a really good job tonight. Cochran, he might make one last shot at Bunnell here. No, he can't. He's not going to have enough. Well, oh no, he might get a no. He's not going to get. Yeah, he tried to get a run down the hill, but he's not able to. But Todd Cray, he will come home with the win here. Cochran was trying to get around Bunnell, maybe another lap, and he may have had him, but Todd Cray will come home with the win, the 21 car driver. But watch him burn it down. Very quiet track, I will say, especially from the stands. So I will bring up the finishing order here now. We'll bring in the top 3 drivers. Need to fix these logos also, so I will get that fixed probably next week for you all. Cochran, Bonnell, and Cray. Cochran, Bonnell, and Cray. All right, we will bring in the 3rd place driver in Jerry Cochran. Hey Jerry, this is Bryson Booth. Have a copy, man.
Yeah, I got you, Bryce.
And so you come home 3rd. You fall a little bit short there as you were about to pass Bonnell for 2nd. But how did the race go for you overall, though, man?
Yeah, bad qualifying at the beginning. Track position with these guys is everything. Everybody's so close, so fast, man. It's hard to do anything, and this place is hard to pass. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it stayed green. That worked out to my driving style. Yeah, I need to get better at qualifying, man. Track position was everything tonight. I mean, it showed, once I got up through the field, I pitted. I know I was a little slower than Johnson and Sweden and them guys, but after about 12 laps, it kind of equaled out, and I was able to kind of get away from them. But yeah, man, I just kicked myself in the butt. Qualifying got me tonight. I should have been top 5 qualifying. I probably could have been, had a better shot at these guys.
So how hard was it to pass at this track?
Oh man, terrible. If you could get on the outside of them in 3 and 4, at least for me, 3 and 4 was easier if I could get on the outside and pass. I tried to set up Jesse there at the end, but he ran it in. He knew what I was doing. He was smart. Yeah, it was just hard, man, because if you was under somebody, they could pinch you down, and you just easily burn your right rear off trying to throttle up coming off the corner to make that run. So you about really just had to either get on the outside or just somehow get by them and not burn your stuff up, or wait until they did. It was tough.
Right, and so how was your car feeling towards the end of that run? Because you were definitely catching Bonnell there. Did you think you would pass him for the race ended, or were you kind of surprised to see your car kind of pick up there towards the end?
I'm gonna be honest. I felt like when we was like I was 2.3 off of Todd, I think 1.3 off of Jesse. I really felt like we was gonna stay there. Them guys they're great with their tires. They're great with pace. Um, I think maybe Jesse. We started catching Todd a little bit there, so I don't know if Jesse started pushing a touch harder, but I did as well, and I think that's what kind of hurt me at the end. But once again, man, these guys they're so equal. It's just it's hard. It's really hard.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, for sure. As always, my wife, Grayson J Photography. She's the one that backs all this and allows me to do this. The team, MPHC, Adam and Dwayne and Ray and Rodney, everybody over there, everybody at the league, Sam, everybody running the show here, Jeff. I love the league. Great job, and of course, Mr. Bryce, great job for everything you do in the booth.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job tonight, man.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you we'll see you in a couple weeks. Happy Easter early.
That was Jerry Cochran, the 3rd place driver. We will bring in the 2nd place driver, Yeah, driver and Jesse Bennell. Hey, Jesse, this is Bryson Booth. Have a copy, man.
Gotcha.
And so you come home second. You fall just a little bit short there, but you led some of the race. But how did it go for you overall, though? And what do you think you need there at the end to really fight between you and Craig? Because it was really between you and him the whole entire night.
Yeah, we had a good stint there the first run, and trying to save tires, saving fuels, close on fuel there to make it. And we got going on the second run. Todd put some pressure on me, and I really burned up the right rear tire trying to hang on the outside of him there for a couple laps. And then I just figured I'd let him go and let him burn his stuff up. But he never did, man. He ran a hell of a race. Congrats to him for sure.
Yeah, so how hard was it to pass people? Because it seemed like going on the bottom where you wanted to pass, but you really couldn't get it done at that point, like on the track, because you had put so much wheel into it. So how difficult was it trying to get around somebody?
Yeah, I mean, the only person I had to try to get around really tonight was was Todd. And if I would have known how bad it was behind somebody, I would have fought probably a little bit harder to try to keep the lead there. But once I got behind him, I got tight, and then was burning the right rear tire off it coming off the corner. So with about 20 to go, I just figured second was going to be better than sticking it in the fence. So we'll take second place.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to say hi to my wife Amanda, my mom Barbara. My aunt Lisa's probably watching too, so say hi to them. I appreciate the support and let me do this on Sunday nights and watching the race. Appreciate what you guys do, and keep up the good work.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home second tonight, man.
Thanks, buddy.
That was Jesse Bennell, the second place driver. We will bring in the race winner and Todd Cray. Hey, Todd, this is Bryson Booth. Have a copy, man.
Hey, Bryce, how you doing, buddy? Yep, got you.
And so you come home with the win. How did the race go for you overall, though? And how did how did you find a way around Bennell? Because it seemed like Bennell, he was kind of one of the dominant cars the whole entire night.
Yeah, he took us off the pole, and he had a first run. He was fast. I felt we were pretty fast, and normally first runs I'll run a little harder, try some different lines, and watch his line, see where I'm getting beat, and that's kind of what I did. I was putting way too much on my right rear that first run, so came in, bounced the car out, and got out there, and drove it a little harder when I got on the inside of him this time because I felt having some clean air, see how that would affect things, and yeah, I got the balance a lot better. Didn't burn my right rear off. I was kind of managing it as we were racing there, trying to keep him at a good distance, but make sure I wasn't wearing my stuff out. So yeah, just two totally different runs. Just had to execute and take what we learned in the first run and apply it in the second run, and tonight it worked out.
And so how hard was it to pass on this track? Because it seemed like nobody was really being able to get around anybody at all the whole entire night.
Yeah, it was real tough. If Jesse ran a little harder there when I was under him, he probably would have held me off. But I had a really good turn. You got to have a really good turn, and you can't get back to the gas. If you just overdrive it just a little bit, wears that right rear out, and that's what happened in the first run. But like I said, that's more like a test session. That first run, and I learned a lot right there. But yeah, I was gonna go as hard as I could to get by him, get that fresh air, and yeah, I felt that was my shot to win the race. But yeah, it's tough under there. I mean, it's just treacherous. So tough way to race. But no cautions. I mean, great race.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Oh, just my sponsor, my loyal fan, my cousin Jess and Trixie here in New Jersey. They support me all the time, and glad to get the win for them. Premier sim racers. Love racing here, everybody, and you guys too for putting on the broadcast. It's awesome to go back and watch the race and do our thing. So that's about it, though.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home tonight with the win, man.
All right, Bryce. Thank you.
That was Todd Cray, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order. Todd Cray first, Jesse Bennell second, third, Jerry Cochran fourth, Garrett Johnston fifth, Chuck Sweeting sixth, Troy Haydett seventh, Levi Poland eighth, Adam Matz ninth, William Kemp 10th, Jeff Yanesh 11th, Ray Polking 12th, Matt Kopp 13th, Gary May, 14th. Patrick Dishonor, 15th. Jason Mullins, 16th. I don't know who that is exactly, to be honest with you. 17th. Mark Jenkins, 18th. Doug Wysocki, 19th. Troy Radford, 20th. Troy Stover, Logan Stover, 21st. Brandon Medford, and 22nd. Dwayne Hunt. And then 23rd was Tyler Seville. Not a bad race overall, though, but I'm not going to keep you all any longer, so I will let you all go.